Hey everyone, what's going on? It's your boy Krebsy Crypto, and for today's video we just have a quick news video here, and it's about this prominent Chinese Ethereum miner wants to resist the merge of Ethereum and create a fork of the already proof-of-work Ethereum chain. So if you're already familiar with Ethereum, there's Ethereum Classic, which is a fork of Ethereum that happened like a while ago. It was to resist or stop like a hack of the Ethereum blockchain, and Ethereum Classic came out of it. But now Chandler Guo is attempting to fork the Ethereum and maintain a proof-of-work version of the network that he's calling ETHPOW. So this is going to be similar to like Ethereum Classic in a sense. This is nothing new in the crypto world. We've seen tons of forks and things when changes happen to like a big time coin. So this is just something new that this miner, he's a pretty prominent and known miner in the Chinese Ethereum mining network, and he's attempting to make something called Ethereum POW, but it's not going to pretty much resemble Ethereum's price and things like that, but we'll be getting into that in the article here. But before we get started here, I just wanted to mention, like I've always said, there's always going to be some form of coin or blockchain or proof of work coin to actually be able to mine, because there's tons of people behind the proof of work theory. Instead of switching to proof of stake, people believe that proof of work is the best way with cryptocurrency to verify and keep security. And with proof of stake, you have to have a certain amount of money you have to throw in order to actually stake that coin. So like with Ethereum and such, switching to proof of stake, you have to put in a certain amount of Ethereum, and that can become expensive for some people. And the argument is, yeah, but crypto mining can become expensive. Yes, it can, but you can also get in for a cheap price, because you can have budget mining, you can have graphics cards that go on sale and things like that. Ethereum is always going to be like, for proof of stake, you have to have this much Ethereum to actually put into the Ethereum network to actually stake it and such. So it's good to see that people still believe in the proof of work theory, and that that's going to continue, and someone wants to create a fork of it, even though there's already Ethereum Classic, but that has a lot of like negative light on it, even though there's really like nothing bad about Ethereum Classic. Even the creator or co-founder of Ethereum says that Ethereum Classic is a good chain to continue on if you do want to continue the proof of work. But like I say, there's always going to be someone that's creating something new, and this is just another attempt to create another version of Ethereum. And like I've mentioned before, I'm not huge on Ethereum myself, but I figured to bring this news in case I know there's lots of people that are big on Ethereum mining and just stick to Ethereum mining. So just know there's going to be different versions of Ethereum mining still available. The price and profitability may vary just depending on the network difficulty and how many people jump to each thing after the main Ethereum does switch to proof of stake. But at least it's good to know that we have options out there for us miners. So as Ethereum takes its final steps towards the merge, the network's much hyped move to proof of stake, an influential crypto miner is looking to create a movement to resist that transition. Chandler Guo, a well-known Chinese crypto miner, has launched a campaign to fork the Ethereum blockchain and create almost like a spin-off, a proof-of-work version, according to a Twitter post he made last week. So like I've mentioned, there's always going to be some form of new creation, and not that this might not even work out, but it's just good to see, like I said, the expanding technology, and it's interesting to see where he might go with this. And then this just goes on to state that how mining works. So you generate Ethereum by directing huge amounts of computer power at difficult to solve puzzles with your computing power. So that's how all of these like work at the end of it. Your computer or graphics card or CPU is trying to solve difficult to solve puzzles, where normal, like, you can't go by pen and paper and go ahead and solve these. You need computing power just because of the difficulty and strength and just the technology behind it and the verification of things and such like that. That's why proof of work is such a big like thing, in my opinion, because it's really hard to like break that chain and break that security when you have a bunch of people around the world supporting each other with like the computing power and keeping these things going, like blockchains and coins, and figuring out these hard to solve puzzles and things like that. Even though they say it's bad for the environment, there was actually like a recent article that talks about that, and how banks, like current banks around the world, are actually 51% more, like 51% worse than actual Bitcoin mining when it comes to producing like energy waste and such like that, because it takes a lot of power and such to actually generate actual currency, so as in like the form of bills and coins and such. So there's always a negative light on the aspect of mining itself, but it's good to see people still believe in it. And as you see with the tweet here, Chandler Guo, right on his Twitter account, he says ETHPOW will be coming soon. And I would play this video, but it's a lot in Chinese, so obviously it's not readable for myself. I read just obviously English and understand English. But at the end of the video, he does state that ETHPOW will be coming, and it's going to be facing off against Ethereum Proof of Stake. But in a sense, you can't really face off against it because they're two totally different aspects. One's proof of work and one's proof of stake. But like I've said in the past, I believe that proof of stake is really going to hurt Ethereum at the end of it. Because yes, there's a lot of people for it, but I feel like there's more people that are against it because Ethereum was founded on mining. And now you're just turning your back on a bunch of miners, like I said in other videos I've posted. So it's good to see, myself and others, and obviously a lot of people on my channel here that support the proof of work theory. And this could be something to potentially mine. I don't know how it's going to start out with the DAG size and things like that. There's a lot of ifs, ands, and buts with this still, but it's good to see someone still interested in doing this. So the merge will end the practice of mining, and it's going to replace it with proof of stake system, in which new Ethereum is created by pledging or staking large quantities of pre-existing Ethereum. Proof of stake is anticipated to make Ethereum a 99% more environmentally friendly network. So that's why this move is such a big deal, because they're trying to be environmentally friendly. But like I stated, current banks are actually worse for pollution and energy usage than actual Bitcoin mining or Ethereum mining. In a sense, like I said, I can go over that article in another video, but that was just something I was recently reading. So I don't get why this huge movement of trying to be environmentally friendly when there's really not much damage to the environment created by mining. It's just a lot of mainstream media and outlets trying to paint a bad picture on cryptocurrency and mining. But the transition will also end the practice of Ethereum mining, leaving Ethereum miners stranded with costly, now potentially useless specialized hardware. Like I said, there's ASIC miners, GPU, CPU, there's a lot of different ways you can go ahead and mine. And now a lot of these miners are going to be like, wow, Ethereum just abandoned us, so we must go to something else. Like I said, you can go to Ethereum Classic, there's nothing wrong with that, and I think it's a good chain. There's just not a lot of innovation behind it. But for that reason, Guo is attempting to come the merge fork Ethereum, preserving its old proof of work network so miners can continue to generate cryptocurrency with their existing equipment. And obviously the price point and things like that and profitability are not going to be the same as the current Ethereum, because that's its own blockchain and own technology. This is just a fork of it. So it's pretty much a spin-off or knockoff of the current Ethereum chain, but it's all new innovation. So you have to go ahead and get a new price point for it. You have to have new technologies for it, a new price point, things like that. So there's a lot of ifs, ands, and buts, like I've said before. But that cryptocurrency would not be Ethereum post merge. ETH is only generated via proof of stake. Guo in forking the Ethereum network would be creating a new cryptocurrency, which he, at least for now, is calling ETHPOW. So it's going to stand out as a different coin than Ethereum Classic. He's trying to kind of re-innovate Ethereum Classic in a way. Such a move would not be without persistence. In 2016, when developers forked Ethereum to attempt to remedy a massive hack, some persists remained on the old network, which they dubbed Ethereum Classic ETC at the time. Guo was a major proponent of creating ETC, a fact that he invoked this week while promoting ETHPOW. So as he said in a tweet here, I forked Ethereum once, I will fork it again. So he believes in the true proof of work algorithm, and he did Ethereum Classic to remedy a massive hack that was on the Ethereum blockchain. So he obviously has the knowledge and power to go ahead and do this, but it's just the fact of you actually stick behind it and innovate some technology with ETHPOW and not just kind of leaving it in the dust like Ethereum Classic. Yes, there's a use case for it because it's very similar to Ethereum, but at the same time, there is not much innovation and creation with Ethereum Classic, in my opinion. Now, someone could prove me wrong, but I haven't seen how Ethereum has NFTs and has smart contracts and things like that. I believe that Ethereum Classic doesn't have those things, and it's literally just a cryptocurrency for people to stick with and mine on the classic Ethereum chain. And that's what he's doing once again, since Ethereum is switching to proof of stake. he's taking the old Ethereum chain and leaving it to stick around. So that way you have ETHPOW, so you can go ahead and continue to mine Ethereum. But like I said, it's just going to be on a different price point and different innovation. So Google's plan is not by any means a done deal. However, creating and maintaining a new Ethereum network will require an immense amount of support, both economic and technical. So you need a lot of people on board and a lot of people putting their equipment towards it if you really want it to take off in the crypto space. Because you could go ahead and release a fork, but if no one knows about it or no one cares about it, it's not going to go anywhere. But being a very prominent crypto miner in the Chinese market, I feel like it's going to have some relevance and some takeoff, because a lot of people are going to be looking for different options once Ethereum goes to 2.0, in my opinion. So ETHPOW would be an entirely distinct network and cryptocurrency from Ethereum, as I was stating, with no assumed value, infrastructure, or utility. Mining ETH was a profitable enterprise thanks to ETH underlying market value. An ETHPOW similarity would need to generate enough demand to incentivize mining it. So like I said, there needs to be some like win for the miner. So it has to be profitable for a lot of these big high-end miners to switch from like Ethereum or Ethereum Classic to ETHPOW. There has to be some innovation, some value, some actual use of it, in my understanding. So you have to get it out there to the mass majorities and make sure they understand it and bring some technology along with it. Not just saying here's ETHPOW, it's similar to ETH Classic, because Ethereum Classic has a lot of shade on it, like I've mentioned at the start of this article. But if you do ETHPOW right, it could be like a whole new coming of Ethereum in a sense. Like I said, I'm not huge behind Ethereum, but I'm always for, the proof of work and being something out there to be mined for miners like myself and others, because you never know. Ethereum POW starting out as a brand new blockchain and coin, the difficulty and the amount of miners on it is going to be very low. So it might be worth just mining at the start of it if it does go through and gets enough support and enough like technology and things behind it. I know I sound like a broken record repeating that, but that's a key factor when it comes to new blockchains and coins, especially nowadays, because there's so many out there now. So overall, I don't see this as like a bad thing. Like I've mentioned, it's always good to see the creation and knockoffs in a sense, because proof of work is still always going to live on, in my opinion. No matter how much hate it's going to get, there's always going to be the incentive to use your graphics cards, use your ASIC miners, and things like that to generate cryptocurrency. There's no need to go out and buy it constantly like stocks and stuff. You can just generate it with your home computers. Obviously, it might not be Bitcoin, but you can convert things. So if you mine a lower end coin, build up a lot of that, you can convert it to Bitcoin. You can convert it to Ethereum. You can convert it to all these higher end coins. You don't necessarily have to direct mine these things. A lot of it can be converted with auto exchange pools and such like that now, because there's always like, you could say proof of work is always innovating and always expanding. There's always a way to keep miners running and keep the profitability there. It might not be highly profitable right now, but in the long run, I feel like it's going to be profitable for a lot of people that have been mining it right now, because a lot of network difficulty miners have stepped away. So you're actually accumulating a bit more of the said coin. And then once these coins return to like a bull market again, a lot of it's going to pay off for the people that stuck around, in my opinion. But hopefully you guys, got something out of this quick news article. Hopefully I didn't ramble on too much. I just like to be thorough with the news and saying like that this might happen, it might not, but it's just great to see. But I hope you all have an amazing day, and I hope you got something from this video. If you enjoy these news type videos, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, as I'm always looking for some crypto news to post, some information to put out, and tutorials to work on and post for you guys. But I hope you all have an amazing day, and this is Krebsy Crypto.